Hey everyone, welcome to 302 Sobriety. I hope you're having a safe and sober holiday season. It's going to be Christmas Eve here. I went to my aunt to visit her in Texas. This is going to be dealing basically with sobriety and how to handle this hard season, this hard holiday, the next couple of days that are coming up. As addicts, we have a tendency to sabotage ourselves when everything's going well. Well, you know something, you do deserve good things in life. You do good things, you get good things. You do bad things, you get bad things. You don't have to do what you've done in the past and deal with the holiday with liquor or getting high. You can have a real good time and say, hey, you know, I'm handling the pressures of family. I'm handling the pressures of travel. I'm handling the screaming. I'm handling what you put in your mind, because you put so much things in your mind. You know, I could have done this, I could have done that. No, you take a look at what you do have, what you have done, where you've come, how far you come in your life. It's easier said than done, but you have to constantly introspect, look at yourself. If you've been clean one day, pat yourself on the back, because that's one day more that you didn't have. If you're clean 2 years and you're getting into your negative thoughts, well, say, you know something, 2 years ago, where was I? You were messed up. You were pretty messed up. Most likely, either you got arrested, you got a DUI, something went wrong to get you to the point that you're at right now. What's worked for me is belief in myself, belief in my higher power. My spirituality has grown. This is the first Christmas ever that I can think of that I was an antsy, because either a holiday came, Christmas came, New Year's came, and I couldn't sit still. I couldn't do anything. I would have to run out, and the reason why I wanted to run out was because I had other negative reservations in my mind. I needed to go and get high. I needed to go and drink because I didn't want to involve anybody in my negative behavior in my addiction. And the only ones I wanted to hang out with were people that shared the same interest as me. Now I'm comfortable in my own skin. I'm able to say, hey, you know something? You don't have to like me for what I like. You don't have to accept me, but this is who I am. I'll accept you. I might not agree with what you're doing, and I'm not going to preach to you. All I need for you to understand is yourself. You need to understand yourself. You need to understand that if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired of it's not working the way you were doing it, change it. You have the power to change it. You have a decision to make. Live the way you're doing and stop complaining and just keep going. Or you need to change. Get professional help if you need. If it's a mental health issue, before you stop your addiction, do that. Do what you need to do. And don't use, excuses. Don't come up with excuses and manipulative ideas and feed negativity in your mind so you can get high legally. Because I know where that leads to. Christmas. I'm going to get back to Christmas and what we do. We're having a good time, so we start thinking of, how am I going to party? I'm going to go to a party and you don't think about the consequences. Well, if you go to a party and you're not strong enough spiritually, mentally, you'll fall. Because somebody's going to offer you something. You need a plan of escape. You need something to say to yourself, hey, if it gets overwhelming, what am I going to do? Well, the first line of defense is you have a telephone. If you are doing what you're supposed to be doing and you go to these your fellowship meetings, you have positive people surrounding you, that telephone is not as heavy as you make it seem. Make a telephone call, say I'm in trouble, I feel I'm going to go drink. You know, I can't take the pressure, because it's usually an emotional thing. It's not about the alcohol, it's about how you handle life and on life's terms. And if you can't handle life on life's terms, and you constantly, you want to control everything, but you can't control yourself, you can't control anything. So you need to control yourself first before everything else falls into place. With that being said, for me, and for most of us, we're going to spend some time with family. Family brings their issues. You have kids. Kids bring their issues. And it bottles up in your mind. You start saying, well, I'm not a good person because I didn't buy them this gift. It's not about buying them the gift. It's about your presence, your goodwill to them. It sounds corny. It's not. Because once you're sober, people see it. People see that glow in you. People see the positivity. It's not about doing the talk. It's about the aura around you, your actions. Your actions dictate how people will treat you. If you are into negative reservations in your mind and you already think that I'm going to go get high anyway, that's what you're going to do. You might as well just stop the BS and go get a drink. Don't waste anybody's time. Don't waste your time. If you're not ready to stop, go ahead. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. It's only you. You can do it. No one can tell you, hey, you need to stop, you're drunk. Or you need to stop, you're taking this too much, you're going to die. Because you're not going to listen. You know how we think. You're not going to listen. You're just going to pacify them and say, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it tomorrow. And tomorrow never comes. So what happens is you need to get kicked in the butt. You need to feel a little bit of fear and say, hey, you know something? What's more important to me? A lot of you will say, well, I'm getting high. That's important to me. And I hear you. I've been there. What's important to me is I want to be kind to people. I want to be kind to my kids. I want something different to my family. I need the trust. I have to show trust. Or they have to feel trust in me, and I trust them. And if you're not part of my circle now, and my circle needs somebody that's not mentally draining me, feeding negative thoughts that are constant whiners, constant putting you down, or you're doing something wrong, that's not feeding your spirit. Something positive. Go to church. If that's whatever your denomination is, if that's what works for you, work it. But you have to give 110% of yourself to what you believe in. Don't give it half-ass stuff. You don't give half-ass stuff. The same way you didn't give half-ass stuff to go drink. You went crazy and you wanted to go drink. Well, you did it. You in the snow, I guarantee you guys went walking miles to go get liquor or your drugs or whatever it is. Even in the rain, you did it. And now all of a sudden, when it's something good for you, you say, oh, I can't get here. You're whining. You're giving excuses. You just don't want it yet. When you want it, you will know. No one can tell you. Holiday season is for joy. Christmas, for me, is about giving. I would rather be happy with somebody than be miserable and complaining. And I don't like the bickering, the fighting. And it's fine. I'm not going to say if that's your thing. I know my limit, and I will gracefully bow out. I have something else to do. Yeah, I'm lying, but you know something? I'm protecting myself. But I'm not hurting them. That's the key thing. You don't have to tell them you're doing something wrong. You're being negative and get involved in the fight. You say, okay, be cordial. Be civil about it. Be man up. You know how it is. When you wanted something, when you wanted your drug from your dealer, and he gave you a hard time, what did you do? You humbled yourself. And you did what you need to do so you can get what he has. Not until you get in your mind that you can flip that around, you won't stop your madness. Just stop your madness. Enjoy the time with your kids. Enjoy your spirit with your kids. Enjoy your spirit with your wife. Yeah, she might be nagging. She might be a nagging wife. Your kids might be screaming. They're going to be throwing. But it's a holiday. You know something? If it gets overwhelming, you don't have to drink. Just call somebody, talk to the kids, take them separate, one at a time. There's ways of working it. Say, hey, you know something? For Christmas, what we're going to do as a family, let's go to the movies. You don't have to stay locked up in the house. Who told you you got to stay locked up in the house and hear everybody complaining, oh, I spent too much money buying this? Well, you didn't have to. You chose to. So stop the bitching. Stop the complaining. Just do what you need to do. And they would see a pattern. They will follow your lead. People follow your lead. My big thing for myself, I wake up and I try to go as much as I can with the flow. Don't get me wrong. I'm talking to you and I'm telling you things that I do. These are all the things that I do. There's times I don't do it. I can't do it. But I have to go with the flow, but never forget. So I meditate. I listen to my meditation music. I listen to my talks. I go to my AA meetings. But if I can't, I know I will. I'm not going to give up. I have my app on my phone for AA meetings to carry me through hard times that I can't make it. Don't forget, I can't drive unless I have that interlock system in Delaware. I'm in another state. I don't have their license. And my license says interlock system. So if I decided to get in the car here in Texas, I get locked up. So I'm limited in what I do. But I know I can't make meetings. I could do other things. I have my app. I'll listen to a meeting online. I could go live online and listen to a live meeting. I talk to my sponsor and I wish him, wish you were here. We could hang out, do stuff, and we talk every day. He'll text me. My fellowship texts me. But I work it because I want it. I want it as bad as breathing. Because if I go back to the way I was, I will lose everything. And not material stuff, I'm going to lose myself. I will die. I might have another high out there. I could get high again, but I will not have another recovery. I could honestly say that. And my desire went away. When I knew I took that drink over 2 years ago, and I went to my backyard and I said, God, I'm in trouble, help me. And I got into the DUI. You know something? I gave up right there. I gave up everything that I was doing wrong. I turned it over to my God, my higher power. I turned it over to him. You guide me. Whatever you throw my way, I'm going to handle. because that's your will. My will is, do I want to continue it? Do I want it that bad? Because you also have another will, which is free will. You don't have to do anything. But as for me, I don't have to do anything. But my way wasn't working. Hopefully, you understand my message. It's a happy time. We don't have to need a Christmas. We don't need New Year's to go get high. Any day, any weekday that ends with the word day is an excuse to get high. Oh, I coughed on the right side of my hallway. Oh, it's time to go get high. Oh, I got happy. Oh, I found a penny. Oh, my kid smiled. Or whatever it is. Oh, my wife is driving me crazy. Another excuse. My kids are driving me crazy. Another excuse to get high. So you can use any excuse. But I understand that there's other added excuses. Things you feed in your mind during Christmas. Your friends. You start judging. What are they doing? What do they have that I don't have? How come I don't have it? Don't compare. Yeah, you can't compare stuff that's negative. That's jealousy. That's greed. And that's what gets you to use. Because you want more, I want more, I want more, I want more, I want more. And you don't get it, you feel bad. Oh, I'm not making enough money to buy them gifts. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. No, you are doing what you're supposed to do. You do what you can do. As for myself, as for everybody, we need to say, hey, you know something? I'm satisfied with who I am, with what I have. I was talking to my aunt today, and I was telling her, people say, why don't you, trade your van for a better car? No, you know something? I don't need a Lexus. I don't need a brand name car, because that same car you have, my car could get me to the same place. This is for me. Yeah, I would like to have a brand new shiny car, but it's not necessary. All I need is my food. I need a roof. I'm going to be simple. The less I have, the more I have. It doesn't make sense. It won't make sense until you experience what I've already experienced.
It's tough to keep resolutions,
especially if you're tired. New Year's is coming. New Year's is also hard because everybody wants to make resolutions. What am I going to do today? What didn't I do last year that I said I was going to go out to do? And then you realize you didn't do it. Oh, I'm going to lose 20 pounds and you gain 15. And then you start kicking yourself in the butt. Well, it's not going to work. I'm going to give up. No, that's because you chose to not do it. You can do it if you put some work to it. But as humans, we start feeding our own mental, in our mind, we start saying, well, if it didn't work, I'm going to give up and it's not for me. No, keep working at it. When you were a little kid, you just didn't come out of a womb and pop up to your legs and start running. You had to fall a lot of times to start getting your feet strong, your legs strong, so you could get that balance in your life. You have to continue that for the rest of your life. You walk step by step. You know what's going to hurt you, so you avoid it. When you used to fall and you hit your head on a table, you cried. You made sure you avoided that table because you knew that hurt. The same thing goes with everything in life. If something's going to hurt you, avoid it. It's simple. It's like the program, the fellowship tells you, keep it simple, stupid. That's one of the phrases that we use, and there's a reason for it, because we tend to complicate things in life. And it's so simple. Just go with the flow. Avoid what hurts. Don't overthink it. Keep it simple. Your kids are there. They're crying. For what? Maybe they're hungry. But you put in your mind, oh, because they're not happy with gifts. No. Pick them up. Give them your love. Hug them. Kiss them. I understand, baby. I understand. My son, take your son outside. Say, hey, let's throw a ball. They'll be happy. I'm with dad. I'm with mom. I'm doing something. You ladies out there, everything I'm saying, just because I'm a man, I relate to you. Because we are human. We do the same thing. Just because we occupy a different physical body doesn't mean we can't think and feel what each other feel, because we're all one part energy. What you feel, what you did, what you're doing, either I've been there, going there, whatever it is, but you can change it. You have to have faith in your higher power. Have faith in yourself that you can do it because it got you this far. And get back on track. You fall, you get stronger when you get up. You have to do it. Don't go out with the easy way and say, hey, my mom, she would buy me the car because I need a car. No, you know something? Buy yourself a damn car. Because you want the car. You need to do it. You need to understand what the prices are with your poor decisions. You need to work at it. Your mom doesn't have to work at it. Your dad doesn't have to work at it. You do. This is your era. When you finish understanding that and you get on your feet and you move forward, you will be stronger and you will reward yourself by saying, hey, you know something? I did it myself. I was able to do it, and it will pass. Everything will pass. Just surround yourself with some positive. Don't keep kicking yourself in the butt. That's one of the worst things I ever did for myself. I wasn't worth it. I'm not worth good stuff. I'm not worth having happiness. Everything I always thought of is everything's falling apart in my life. I'm not getting this. Think about what you do have. You're alive. You're standing up. Even if you're in a wheelchair, you're still alive. You can move from point A to point B. Even if you can't move from point A to point B, somebody will move you from point A to point B. Look at what you have. Look at that you can eat. I don't care if you can eat through a straw, but you can eat. Use that. There's so many people out there that are worse off than we are, and they keep moving forward. People that have no legs go triathlon. So don't tell me you can't move, you can't go one place. You find a way. But find a way that's not going to hurt you or hurt somebody else. That's the big thing. Don't hurt yourself. And especially, don't start drinking and go getting high, because you'll never do anything. Because that's going to cloud your mind. With that, I want you to stay strong and sober, my friends, one day at a time. I want you to have a happy, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Listen to these videos, comment, like, share. Pass it on to somebody that might need some help. And if you need more help, get onto these Facebook sites, whatever works for you. If AA doesn't work for you, get something that does work for you. There's a lot of groups out there. There's mediation groups, yoga groups just dedicated for AA, for addiction. You have to search for it. That's where your work comes in. I still meditate. I still do it. I do it here. So, bless you. Wish you the best. Peace out.